We back, we front, we side, we here. It's our little podcast. That's what y'all gonna call it anyway. It's Mo, it's Tree, it's me, the little podcast. We talk about anything you want to talk about, everything you need to talk about, and we bring it on at all times. What y'all on?
What's up,
Nothing
man?
much.
What on board?
Chilling.
Listen, let me apologize for all that noise in the background. What's up, Rap?
I'm good, man.
Tree,
What's
how
up?
you
What's
doing?
up?
I'm doing all right.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Rap, you want to introduce what we talking about, or do you want me to take this or what?
You got it.
I got it.
You got it.
All
You
right,
got it.
listen, I'm gonna try to be serious tonight because we talking about something serious. But I know I know y'all heard about the Mississippi mass shootings, or are they calling it the mass shootings? But the homecoming games in Mississippi, and matter of fact, here in South Carolina, we had 4 people killed at South Carolina State homecoming. But in Mississippi, I think it was a total of 6 people killed. I mean, in Heidelberg, it was 2 people who was shot and killed, and then you had a woman shot again the following day. A little 11-year-old boy was shot. So there's a lot going on. They arrested, I think, 5 people in association with this situation. So kind of want to unpack it, peel the layers back because there's controversy surrounding it in my mind because of, really the narrative that they're trying to, how they're trying to wrap it up, with the mass shooting situation. But Rap, give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, like you said, man. This mass shooting thing it's a horrible situation. Let's just go ahead and say it's a horrible situation, right? But they're trying to make it worse, almost making false equivalence. White people, I'm just gonna kick it out there. White people have been going around shooting up nightclubs, shooting up grocery stores, shooting up 2 different schools in Connecticut, one in Texas, movie theaters in Colorado, in the middle of the street in California. And it's almost like because we are in this fascist situation here in the United States of America, y'all gonna create a false equivalent and say we are doing mass shoot. Look at them, doing mass shootings as well. A shooting of this nature, like at football games, and these are random acts of violence, and they're trying to create it and make it seem like we are shooting people as well. No, there are random acts of violence in our community. There are random acts of violence throughout the United States of America and throughout the world. This is technically, in the legal sense, anytime you get 4 or more people shot, it's a mass shooting. But in the sense of mass shootings, this is not that. This is 2 ignorant ass people on 2 different occasions acting the fool, and this is the result of it. And that's exactly what it is. It's not a mass shooting.
Okay. Tree, let me get your thoughts on that before I respond to that, because I want to come back to what you just said about the law. But yeah,
Yeah.
let me get
Oh,
your
okay.
thoughts on
Yeah.
that.
I do think that they're trying to label it as mass shooting. Maybe they're trying to label it as mass shooting because they want to bring the troops in and they want to do something else to destroy and to kill more. I understand violence shouldn't be, we don't want violence, period. But these are, as he said, these is just stupid individuals with guns and just doing what they want to do with it. But they didn't actually, when it's a mass shooting, it's like when they go into school, they intending on killing multiple people at that time. This might have been a argument or a fight or something that broke out and then they shot and some innocent bystanders got shot and got killed. I'm not condoning it. But what I'm saying is a mass shooting is when someone went home, they plotted and planned, I'm going to kill as many people as I can in one group setting. That's a mass shooting.
Yeah.
So we got to
So
get the understanding of what the difference is.
and this the problem I got with that, because I'm not even sure if that's like really legitimately law. So like, okay, on the Congress website, I pulled it up, and there was 3 debates about defining mass shootings, right? You got to categorize as, fatalities in mass shooting. It's the first debate in defining mass shooting is whether the occurrence or number of fatalities or casualties matter, right? You got the other felony mass shootings. The second debate was affecting definitions of mass shooting is whether the shooting itself is the end goal for the perpetrator, or did it occur within the context of a broader crime? And then you got the domestic violence related mass shooting, right? That's where when you're talking about a situation where you in someone's home, someone is in their home, and multiple people are killed in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
but it's all like just kind of debatable. And I couldn't find anything where it was just on the books of law where it said that, where they had laws for a mass shooting. I think it's just something that's just been put out there. And I could be wrong. If somebody know different, say that. But I mean, that's just me digging on it, because when I saw it, the first thing I thought about too was you got different shootings in different locations, right? This ain't a school next door to a school next door to a school where these shootings occurred. These shootings happen miles away from cities apart from one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got 2 people killed here, 2 people killed there. I think the one situation where it was 4 people, so that's where they tried to box that whole situation
Mm-hmm.
up and call it a mass shooting, right? And look, let me be clear too. I'm not trying to justify anything that happened. I mean, stupid shit is, can I cuss? Stupid stuff is stupid stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't know the details because I don't think they disclosed that information as far as
Mm-hmm.
motive, why, what happened. They just said people got killed, people got arrested. So yeah, I mean, like what constitutes a mass shooting? I don't know if that's been made 100% clear.
Okay, while I respond, go to FBI.com. They have a
Okay.
definition of, they think that's where I got it from.
Yeah, that's what I
4
was
or
looking
more
at coming
people.
from the Congress website. So let me go to
Yeah, yeah.
FBI.
So because I'm almost sure that they determine a mass shooting by 4 or more people getting hit. And if that's the case, then yeah, you can technically call it a. They're just like in Chicago in the mid '80s, late '80s, early '90s. They was calling like if 5 black men, because they weren't doing it to white people. If 5 black people were standing in one circle, they could arrest
It's
y'all for
mob
mob
action.
action.
Mob action.
Okay.
Called
So
it
this is
mob action.
what I'm
Yeah.
seeing right here. While no single federal law specifically targets mass shootings, federal laws covering firearms, violent crime, and terrorism empower the FBI to assist local authorities in investigations and prosecute offenders with severe criminal charges. Can we read that again?
Yeah, yeah. Do that one more time.
While no single federal law specifically targets mass shootings, federal laws covering firearms, violent crime, and terrorism empower the FBI to assist local authorities in investigations and prosecute offenders with severe criminal charges.
You know what? I have to figure out where I got this from because it's how they compile the statistics is what I'm talking about. And when they say this many mass shootings, like they said it was over 1,500 mass shootings last year, and I was like, how did they calculate 1,500 different? Because I'm like 1,500 mass shootings, and
Right.
what I read was 4 or more people getting hurt is considered a mass shooting. So you could be one dude and shoot 4 dudes that's about to jump you. They
Yeah,
technically they could put that as a mass
right.
shooting, but
And see,
that does not constitute a mass shooting,
yeah, and
in
see, and,
my
and that's the
opinion.
problem with that. That's the problem with that because if you want to use that term, if you want to throw that out there, because to me, it kind of sounds like I equate that to disease, sickness, or illness, right? You using the word to describe a group of symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Right? But you ain't really got a diagnosis. You see what I'm saying? But if you putting it out there like that, now just those words being used empowers whoever want to make any kind of move against someone. Now you in
Right.
court and they saying mass shooting, mass shooting, mass shooting. They finna throw the book at you. They gonna hang you.
Yes.
Again, I gotta keep saying it. I'm not justifying no dumb shit. So
Right.
if some idiot went out there and just start unloading in the crowd with women, children, you know what I'm saying? People out there celebrating a football game or whatever, homecoming. No, it's time out for that. And we could talk about that later. But as far as from the legal perspective, when you start seeing that
Yeah.
on the news, then now you got a problem, especially
Yeah. Because
considering
that's when
the
they.
climate that we living in right now.
And especially with everything that's going on, of course they're gonna. If they label it as a mass shooting, then now it's a frenzy. It wasn't just somebody got shot at a party or it was
Right.
one or 2 people. Now it's a mass shooting. Now we're in a frenzy. Now we got to bring extra security, extra troops, all of this other stuff because now we're saying there's a mass shooting. Kill at will at this point because when they see
Exactly.
us, it's not going to be like, oh, well, he shot one person again. We're not saying we want to shoot anyone. Now it's
Right.
gonna be like, oh, he's a detriment to society. He was a mass shooter. He
Exactly.
took the whole school out. Like, how did we get here? Like, no, you're
Hey,
definitely right. That's why they label him like that. So whoever get caught and whoever get arrested, that means you doing life there. You was
Right.
doing 10 years or something for having a gun or shooting or a firearm or anything like that. Now mass shooting, you're getting life probably.
Yeah.
You could have skinned
If not more.
somebody.
If not more.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it. When I
Mm-hmm.
hear mass shooting, I think about Sandy Cook, right?
Mhm.
I think about
Mm-hmm.
situations like that. I think about all of these school shootings or all of these real true terrorist acts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, like, and I wish I could pull it up on the screen. Some of these different definitions or classifications of mass shootings that's on the Congress website. But you don't think about street shit,
Mm-mm.
right?
At all.
You're not
At
thinking
all.
about that. I mean, a lot of people might get shot, but that's not what
Mm-hmm.
you're thinking about, because that target is someone from their own community, someone that's probably going through the same things that this individual is going through. It's not like somebody driving a plane into the Twin Towers, a
Right.
business
Right.
establishment, right?
Exactly.
Or
These are
blowing up a
intended.
federal building in Oklahoma City.
Now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What trips me out about this is this: like the man, I don't even want to say his name because he didn't get convicted yet. The man who was alleged of shooting Brian Anderson being the CEO of the medical, what is it, United
Mm-hmm.
Healthcare.
right,
The dude, because I ain't mad at Luigi, because if you cost if you use the computer, because okay, this is the thing, they were using an algorithm to determine who gets saved and who don't, and that's how they set a record of profit that year. So my man's wife ended up dying and found out that y'all using the algorithm to decide if my wife is gonna kill, and he allegedly, you gotta say allegedly because he ain't convicted yet. He allegedly walked up and killed a dude. This is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to mark him as a terrorist now, and the court said, nah, if he did it, he's just a killer. And
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're talking about. He's just a
Mm-hmm.
dude, assault with a deadly weapon,
Mm-hmm.
murder in the first degree, because
Right.
that's murder in the first degree all day long. If he did it, because I'm gonna keep saying if,
Mm-hmm.
because hey, they better not call me for jury duty, because he going home that day. But uh, but that's the difference in what we're talking about. A mass shooting where you just wake up one morning or you drive to South Carolina and you go to AME Church, where the largest enslavement revolt in the history of the country was scheduled with by a man named Denmark Vesey, and you wait for the people to pray and you stand up and you shoot 9 people. That's a mass shooting.
right,
This is
Uh,
true.
I drive to South Carolina and hang out with you, Bo. We get into an argument. I shoot you, and then I shoot at you and hit your boys, hit both of your boys, hit your wife, kids, and your wife, and then shoot you. That's not a mass shooting. That's a crazy Negro that got mad and don't know how to control himself.
yeah. That's a problem.
That's a
Exactly.
That's a problem.
Exactly.
But yeah, you're right. You're
Exactly.
right. And see, and while we talking about it now, you start thinking about how Trump can use this with the whole
Mm-hmm.
little martial law movement that he's trying to push,
Mm-hmm.
right?
With the
So
troops. Uh-huh.
right, so you had JD Vance on Meet the Press a little while back, right? And he said that, quote, Trump is looking at all his options, right? That's when they was asking him about him deploying the U.S. military domestically for law enforcement purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on in that White House in the Oval Office, but this is something that he's aware of, and he's already did. And Rap, you can tell me like where has he already set up shop as far
Mm-hmm.
as using the military.
Well, he hasn't used the actual military as of
Well,
yet,
yeah, you know what I mean.
but he used the National Guard in L.A. They are currently here in Chicago. They're not making any moves. They just on standby. People need to
Right,
realize, like, I had 2 people that I know uh, uh, tell me, well, they got to do something, bring it in the National Guard. That might be the way to go. Okay, well, what y'all need to understand is this: the United States military. If you've seen on several military movies, whether they be comedy military movies or traditional military movies, what do they say? We are
Mm-hmm.
lean, mean, killing machines. They are not here to
Killing
negotiate.
machines.
right,
Yes.
So when you see 5'10", 270 pound Brian Williams, you see 6'2", 230-pound mole, and you see 6'4", 230-pound gangbanger, they don't know which one of us is the gangbanger. All of them gangbangers. Shoot all three of them.
Mm-mm.
You heard Trump say,
All
and
them
I'll
look
play
alike.
this on the show tomorrow. Play it. I'm telling y'all, tap in tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm gonna play it Monday because the show tomorrow is already programmed. Monday, you'll see when Trump is literally saying the enemy from within. It's easier to fight people from outside because they got on uniforms. For the enemy within have on regular clothes. We gonna bring in the military, and we don't know what they're gonna do. They might have to do what they have to do.
Yeah.
That is not shoot white guys. That's shooting
Right.
brothers and Latinos.
Yeah, and
Period.
that
They not.
protects him. Like he protected behind that what do you call it? The Insurrection Act, right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
Insurrection that 19 what is 1807 law,
Mm-hmm.
Insurrection Act, and that's what he's trying to do. And I mean, you're looking at Portland. You're looking at I think it's Portland. Is it Portland and Chicago?
Portland,
Yeah, Portland,
Portland, Chicago.
Chicago,
They moved
and
them into Memphis recently.
yeah. And to me, that's a heat check, right? That's a heat
Mm-hmm.
check. You're trying to
Mm-hmm.
see how it go in these areas, and
Mm-hmm.
depending on how they go, I mean, you polish up what you need to polish up, and then you start spreading it out,
Well,
and
now because
it's
they
a
in
problem.
Memphis.
It's a problem.
Uh,
But when you got
my cousin
I'm
in
sorry. Go ahead.
Memphis do that.
You say what?
Now my cousin in Memphis, she's so my they in Memphis. My cousin in Memphis, she's so scared that when she leaves her house, and she's just a regular, just like me. When she leaves her house, she goes live
Mm,
just so she can document how she get home and get back and forth. She said, "I don't want no interaction with nobody. I don't want nothing to go left. I want to make sure that I make it home safe." So every time she leaves her house, she goes live until she makes it to her house.
yeah,
I'm like,
that's
that's got to
sad
be
too.
something scary. Right, right. That's got to be something scary that a regular, not to say, you know what I'm saying, just a person, just a human being, just that scared to leave their house. She said they're at gas stations, they're at checkpoints. She was like, you could just be there and they'll pull you over and nothing like that. She said, so I go live every time that I leave the house, and I make sure I watch her live every time she go live. She's scared to go to the store.
Yeah, and see,
That's
that's sad. You know, that's sad. Prayers
Yes.
up to them. I hope they all right down there. You know.
Mm-mm.
that's man. Man, I've never even considered being. One time in my life I was that scared. I had a severe back injury, and I could even like how you normally just walking down the street. I had
Mm-hmm.
to walk like I was hurt, and I used to live on the 15th floor of this high rise building, and my garage was under the building. And it's relatively dark in the building, in the garage. It was lit, but you saw what you needed to see. Not you saw what you wanted to see, not what you needed to see. And for the
Mm.
first time in my life, I understood what it was to be a woman in the world because I was walking towards the elevator and I'm walking real stiff, and I said, "Man, if somebody wanted to, they beat the hell out of me right now." And I say, this must what it feel like to be a woman walking to her car every night.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And it never dawned on me till that day because I was like, man, if somebody, because I was just joking with myself. I was like, boy, if somebody wanted to, they could beat the hell out of me right now. And then I thought about it. Yeah, they could. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
and my back was so hurt that I'd have just had to ball up and get stumped out and then pick myself up and then go home. And I was like, this is what it feels
Mm-hmm.
like to be a
yeah.
woman. And now you got a woman even more terrified. I'm scared of a woman. I'm in a
Mm-hmm.
town that's kind of chaotic right now, and
Yes.
now with that, now you got people uh, uh, on edge with guns. I got the heathens and the on edge people. I don't know where I'm gonna get shot at, but I'm like my homeboy. We grew up this dude named Tran. Tran told me this on the show one day. He said, "Man, cause Tran got shot. I was with him that night. He got shot." He said, "Man, I knew I was gonna get shot. He said, I spent most of my life wondering where I was gonna get shot at,
Mm.
Mm, damn.
and I'm hanging out
That's
with this
deep.
dude, and it never crossed my mind to get. I'm like, hey, I ain't get, I don't want to get shot, but like, hey, I don't know where the bullet gonna hit me,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
Right. I just don't know.
I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
damn. I grew up.
That's
Look,
deep.
hey, Mo, you want to hear even better part?
What's up?
He lived in the millionaire part of the neighborhood, didn't he? Cross
Yeah.
North Avenue. He didn't
So
even
he
live with us,
And still living with that kind of
the
fear.
brokies.
right.
He lived where the rich folks live.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man,
Shit, I want to know what that feel like.
Yeah.
man.
Shit, boy, look here.
Mm-mm.
But I don't know, man. Shifting back, I don't want to not be responsible, right? Just having this
Right.
conversation because now, okay, we understand the impacts it could have on the political side, but now it's like accountability, like who's to take responsibility? How did we get here? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask.
Right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
with this
Mm-hmm.
situation right here, I mean, this ain't no situation that just was boiling over and took some time and just kind of just this kind of shit took place over time. This was like 2 days. This was two
Right.
days. I mean, and it ain't like we not always gathering in groups, as far as our community go. I mean, we get together all the time, whether it's clubs or whatever. But for whatever reason, I don't know. We gotta have a conversation. So how we get here?
Mm-hmm. How do we get
I,
from
I
over
know that's a
here?
loaded question, right?
How do we get from over here? That's what we need to know.
yeah, that's the
You
better
know
question.
what?
How
That's
do
the
we get back?
question. That's the
How do
question.
we go? How do we get from out this room? I don't want to be here. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And you know what though? Okay.
Because we was talking the other day about how we can identify the problem, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what we're gonna do about the solution, right? And to have a solution, you got to know where the hell the problem start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
and maybe it's a question we
okay.
can't answer. Go ahead though.
Well, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Me, all three of us have had. We've had the book. Like me and her had the conversation. Me and you had the conversation.
Right.
I think it goes back to something I always say. A lot of people like what you said. We need to get to the root cause to find out. We got to get the root to end the problem. The root is Richard Nixon, war on drugs, reducing other academics, the vocation. Me and her talked about that. Where the auto
Mm-hmm.
mechanic stuff in the schools, where all the stuff that we used to do in the schools, those used to create jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you take that away, you overflood our communities. This wasn't a happenstance. You can't tell me you can't teach the metric system in the schools, but all the dope dealers know the metric system.
Right.
Everything about it.
Yeah.
Everything is in the metric system. The bullets are in the metric system. It is 9 millimeters, 45. It's everything is in the
Mm-hmm.
metric. The drugs are in metric. The only thing, look, the only drug that you don't count in the metric system is weed that you get from America. It's in pounds.
Shit,
Mm-hmm.
weed, grams, ounces,
Yeah, everything
pounds,
else is
eighth.
grams, and yeah,
Shit,
yes,
it still apply.
kilos, right? Because weed is it's pounds and ounces. Everything else is grams and kilos. It's the metric system. So that lets me know that this was not a mistake. This just wasn't a bad. This wasn't a science experiment. This wasn't like somebody dropped a bag of potatoes, shredded potatoes in the grease, and that's how we made potato chips. No, that was a mistake, and it just worked. This
Uh-huh.
is a think about it, y'all. The people who first start selling and using crack, these are their grandchildren. So some of these people who could have helped raise these people are dead. Some of
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
people who could have helped raise these people just getting out of recovery now. Some of these people who could have helped raise these people are in cages right now. You put
Mm-hmm.
people like, don't get me wrong, if you break the law, you pay the cost.
Right.
But Rick Ross, Michael Harris, they did 35 years. It's a dude, Obama freed a cat, a white cat. So don't it ain't a just black thing. A white cat went to jail. I think he might still be in jail. He either still in jail or he did 25 years for 4 pounds of weed.
Shut up.
What me and her are from, they locked up all the gang chiefs. And people think, oh, gangs, they need to lock them up. No, because where the city that we grew up in, Chicago, people think it's crazy. Y'all don't even know crazy. We seen crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Mo, do you know you used to have to ask permission to go shoot at somebody?
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
used to have to go to somebody and say, Man, H-Rap pissing me off. I'm finna do something. And if they said no and you did it, they dealt with you. So they
Right.
locked up all the senior members of this. So the elite, the gang people who used to kind of police the streets, gone. This the people who sold the drugs, gone. You know, those good people, because whether you want to believe it or not, good people break laws when they're in desperate situations.
Hmm.
And remove all those entities from the community that used to make the community run, guess what happened? 30 years later, they kids out here shooting people because they emotionally damaged. Me and you complain all the time, Mo, about our lack of male influence just talking to us. But in the 70s, you had men talking to other men. What's up, man?
Mm-hmm.
Won't you stop doing this? You don't need to do this. But those men end up being addicted and going to jail. And this is the end. To me, this is the end result. That's how we got here. You remove leadership from the household, male leadership from the household. You remove male leadership from the community. You move male leadership from the street. You remove better women influence. That's why your booty out all the time, because your grandmama wasn't letting you wear your booty out all the time. Your grandmama, I was about to tell a secret of mine, but I know of somebody who used to flirt with somebody's mama, I mean their daughter, and then he ended up flirting with their mama.
Exactly.
And he met them in the same place. So hey, I'm just saying.
I'm a
You remove
I'm a
all
piggyback
those.
off that then. Yeah. I know how we got here. I know
Okay.
exactly how we got here. I'm gonna say how we got here. It's a series of events. I'm gonna piggyback off you, but it's a series of events. Like a lot of people grew up in broken households because they broke us up. They didn't want the men in
Mm-hmm.
the house. Da 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 da. So a lot of children or a lot of young men had to reach out to the OGs and da da da. Now I ain't saying it was a good thing for to have them out there selling drugs or did whatever, but those people gave them structure that they did not have
Right.
because it was a lot of gang members that gave you structure and taught you respect. Now they had you out there doing dirt, but you respected them. You was able to. They told you had to respect your parents, your elders, kids. You couldn't kill them. Like they gave you rules and regulations, and you had to abide by those rules. Now that they was like, forget it, we got to get rid of the gang members. The leaders. So now the leaders are gone. Now the next set of people is like, we don't need no rules and regulations. Now you got everybody out here running rampant because there's no one that they respect. Back in our day when we got a whooping, you could get a whooping by Miss Joe on the corner and you got 5 whoopings by the time you went to the house and you wasn't talking back to nobody. You couldn't even curse in front of nobody. You knew better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I be on a bus and be 12-year-olds cursing. Ain't nowhere in the world. I don't care if I didn't know you or not. I could not curse in front of you. I got 12 whoopings because that's Miss Joe granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew everybody. It took a village to raise us. And now it's like everybody out for themselves. Now you got kids out here lying to their parents going up to the school trying to fight the teachers for no reason at all. They should respect them teachers. But we used to get whoopings in schools. Your parent went up there and said, don't whoop my child. You got whoopings in school. And then you got another one when you went home. And the truant officers. There's nowhere in the world a 12-year-old should be getting shot at 2 a.m. Why are you outside? Who's responsible for you being outside? Idle hands doing idle things. Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. My point is, why are they outside? And then you wondering why we saying these things about certain people and certain kids because you ain't even policing your own kid. Now that
Mm-hmm.
the police ain't policing their own kids. Auntie Loretta can't say nothing to your baby because your baby got a smart mouth and she's scared that the mama gonna come say something to her. So now we all in chaos. Okay, cool. Now we got them because why we don't got truant officers? Why we don't got vocational schools to give these kids a little hope? Because I might not be smart in math, but I might know shop. I might know food. I might know something else. We don't got that no more. We don't even got no after school programs because I was in an after school program to probably 22. I was lying about my age just to be in some programs.
Yeah,
Jump rope team. I was
yeah.
little,
All right.
I was 80 pounds wet. I was 27 years old, still going to programs because it was something to do. Now, okay, cool. So now we fast forwarded to now. Y'all brought all these people here. Nothing to do with the people that we got here already. So now we got this group and this group and this group that don't stay here. So now they trying to strip and survive. They take it from us. Now we against them. Now, fast forward again. We trying to remove those people that we brought here 2, 3 years ago. They scared to go to work. They scared to go places. So now they robbing and stealing because they ain't got nowhere else. They ain't got nothing else to do right now. They can't even go to work. I got people at my job right now scared to leave here and scared to come here because they don't know. So what do these people do? Now they're acting out. They're robbing and stealing. Every other Tuesday, somebody car getting broken into. They in gangs now. They probably never knew a gang before they came here. Like, what do y'all want these people to do? And y'all keep talking about funding, but y'all got funding for these people to come here. Are they free? Are they free? 'Cause, let me know. Why my baby ain't in no after school program? Because y'all got funded for the troops. Help me understand what we supposed to do.
Oh,
That's heavy.
I
hey,
don't
how
know.
about this? How about this? Speaking of funding, on the stock market, if y'all don't know, they buy money. You just
Mm-hmm.
purchase money. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
purchase 20 million in euro. I'm going to purchase 20 minutes in lira. I'm going to purchase 20
Mm-hmm.
million in pesos. Argentina has been bailed out by the governments of the world 7 times. They got bailed out 4 months ago. To your point, Tree,
Mm-hmm.
the Magic in DC, the Orange Cat, he just gave them $20 billion, but you can't afford Link. You trying to cut down Section 8. Man, wait
Mm-hmm.
till y'all hear the Monday show. Do you know they
No.
trying to take you off food stamps? They ain't got no money to the point where they want you to be. Let's say you have 3 children, and
Mm-hmm.
you would get Link for 3 children to help you feed three to Snap for 3 children, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying when that child turned 14, they got to come off. So kids stop eating at 14
They stop being. That's when they eat more.
now? Man,
Shit.
Yeah. And see, and that stuff like that is the problem, man, because listen, shit like this happen in communities that lack resources. And both of y'all just broke that
Mm-hmm.
down like extremely
Mm-hmm.
well. And that's what you
Mm-hmm.
seeing. And so, but Rap, you talked about how now when you cut the head off the snake, the community go downhill. So
Mm-hmm.
rewind back 40, maybe even 50 years. It's like, how do you rebuild that structure that got us to the point
Mm-hmm.
to where we kind of policing our own community? You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't know. I never know what it's like to live in Chicago. I ain't from there, right? But I know down here, I mean, you know, the hoods are hoods. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas, you got blacks, you got crackers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that shit, it's like that throughout America. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
how do you rebuild that structure, or is it even possible at this point? You know?
my suggestion is stop being so righteous. Oh,
Mm,
see, like us three, we had
yeah.
all. We woke up one morning. She woke up with a baby inside of her. Like, what the hell did I do? You woke up with your wife next to you, going, "What? Damn, you finna have a baby." Look. You know how traumatizing somebody telling you they pregnant it was for me. I was literally about to go into a life of crime. I remember the day, December 27, 1992. I said, "Yeah, at the top of the year, it's going down. I'm in. I'm watching them count that money. I'm finna be Nino Gray because Brown already took."
That nigga
You
said
know,
Nino great.
I'm finna be neat. And she said, "I'm pregnant."
Okay.
I was scared to death.
Mm-hmm.
But so when people go, "Hey man, you got to do what you're supposed to do," I thought we weren't supposed to have kids out of wedlock. I did that. How
Right.
many people? How many people had kids? How many people drank something before they were 21? A lot. How many
Mm-hmm.
people smoked some weed before? A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we gotta stop, change this mentality of because I made it, I worked hard. No, no. What you're gonna do is you're gonna remember all those mistakes you made,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna revisit how you made it. See, I made it because I worked hard. No, you made it because you never got caught doing the wrong stuff you didn't do. You never got caught up in the mix. Whether it be having a baby and had to go do what you're supposed to do, you never got caught in that. So I know some extremely successful people who see this is what people need to stop doing. See, you see, I made it, but I remember you used to smoke happy sticks. And for those who don't know
Exactly.
what a happy stick is, that is a joint dipped in formaldehyde.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you used to do that.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy how
remember.
Mm-hmm.
everybody call it something different.
Yeah,
Everybody
Mm-hmm.
from across the country call that shit something different.
yeah,
Happy
Mm-hmm.
sticks. Okay.
yeah. Hey, I remember you used to do that. So, but you, since you were able to stop, you better than me. I pulled myself up. Nah, don't complain. It takes a village, but you don't want to be part of the village.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Christmas
that's
ain't
what it
like it used
is.
to be, like with Big Mama and
Mm-hmm.
them. Cause Negro, you
We big
55,
them.
you Big
We big
Mama
mama
them.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we big
My
mama
auntie
them
and
now.
them used to have it cracking. Well, they 3 days older than baseball now. It's your turn. If it
Yeah.
ain't the
Mm-hmm.
way it used to be, like I said this on the show that's gonna air tomorrow. Look at the community like a cake. The cake used to be way better in the 70s and the early 80s. You're right. But are you putting all the same ingredients in? Or are you trying to
Mm-hmm.
microwave the cake?
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait
Mm-hmm.
till the
Mm-hmm.
cake is hard or you left the cake in the oven 20 minutes too long and then instead of it being soft, it's a brick. This ain't good. That means you're a bad chef. The black community has been bad chefs to each other. We are not
Yes.
baking our children the way we supposed to be. We
Exactly.
are not baking our families the way we need to be. We are
Mm-hmm.
not baking our neighbors. So what we can do is from here on out, if we really want to fix this, start pointing at ourselves. I got to get better.
Yes.
I have to be a better friend to Mo. I have to be a better friend to Tree. I have to be a better
Mm-hmm.
I got to be a better significant other. I got to be more tolerant. I have to
Mm-hmm.
talk to children when they're toddlers because
Yes.
you to start talking to me when I was 15. People came out of the blue and started talking to me when I was 15. And if your name wasn't Maddie Mae Williams, George Williams, or Dolores Harper, I felt that you turned your back on me. My
Mm-hmm.
grandparents, my two living grandparents, and my mom. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. The rest of y'all, I felt like my aunts, my dad's sisters. The rest, y'all, at 15, you want to talk to me? You better go ahead on. I don't want to hear that because you could have told me that at 10. You could have
I
told me
do
that at
think, yeah, I do think that we got to bring more respect back because a lot of us have lost that. Not us, but a lot of people have lost that. They don't know how to be respectful. They don't know how to be mindful. They don't know how to take criticism. Like back in the days, your auntie could talk mess to you, your grandma and them, da da da, but you were never talking back. Now you got to have a conversation. Now you get to talk back. You don't get to talk back. My grandma would smack you in your face. You said lying. You could be 42 years old. But out of respect, you took that and you went on about your business. You was probably mumbling under your breath. Now it's too much back and forth. You think you gotta say, and you don't. That's
Mm-hmm.
our problem because we think we gave them that say. They don't. It's because I said so. And you gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to her. You gotta listen to Auntie Betty. You gotta listen to Auntie these people. We lost it. I think we need to bring that back because there's a lot of people out here that think, oh, I did it on my own. You didn't do it on your own. Somebody helped you along the
Mm-hmm.
way. You wasn't by yourself at all this 50 years of your life. Somebody helped you. Somebody pushed you, or somebody gave you the knowledge to do what you're doing now. And I think that that's what our problem is. We definitely got to go back to that majority because it's a handful of us that still do that. But there's some out here that just think I don't need nobody. I don't got that. No, 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 no. We all need each other. And if you don't need nobody, then you be a blessing to somebody else. If you don't need no help, then you help somebody else. Be
Mm-hmm.
that person. Because we raising idiots and fools with no
10.
respect.
Nah.
We're raising these people. You know what I'm saying? We're raising idiots and fools. Not mass, but we raising them. They there. They got friends. My kids got friends. They get to talk back to their parents. They get to do whatever they want to do. They get to stay out late. Who? Not. And then they call me old fashioned because I was raised by my grandma and I still got those rules and regulations. Because these kids, when they grow up, they're gonna do that to them kids that they have. And that's what we lost at right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all trying to be too much of a friend
Yep.
instead of a parent to these children, and they lost their way. And now you on the Maury show or Steve Wilkos trying to figure out how do I get back here? how
Right.
do I how do I get the respect back? You ain't getting it.
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
but
You're right, and that's what it is because it's like, and we are. Listen, I'm old fashioned. I'm old school as hell. But I mean, like you said, like both of y'all said, I mean, it's all about the community, man, and we can't be
mm-hmm.
you can't play that whole friend role. You got to be parents. You got to be
Yeah.
mothers. You got to be fathers, and
Mm-hmm.
stop glorifying the life we might have used to live. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's part of that whole. Listen, I'm trying to connect with you on a more personable level as a friend. No, my
Mm-hmm.
job is to teach you, school you, coach you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
My my brother's job is to
Mm-hmm.
step in as an uncle and coach you. Rap job, step
Mm-hmm.
in as the homie and coach. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we missed it. And you don't want to say, okay, well, we lost a generation. Now we got to start from here. You know, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that starting point is, it got to start somewhere. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can't wait with it because shit like this, I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they tooling up to come against us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
So, you know, and the only way to counter that is to start policing our own. Start telling
Mm-hmm.
these youngins the truth, you know?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these older cats. Because them ain't the
I'm
only
glad you.
ones out here cutting up.
I'm glad you said
And
that. You said the truth, because
mm-hmm.
a lot of us have lied to our children.
Mm-hmm.
They oh, the world is better. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know how you can tell you ain't. You know, like I didn't jump all the way out the window, so I was able to tell my children, like my son cutting up in school. I even told him, I say, bro, knock it off. If you really want to know how to cut up in class and still get the grades that'll keep me off your back, I can show you. Because I
Yeah.
cut
Mm-hmm.
class enough to know how to do it. So I wasn't glorifying them, but I'm just like, look, dog, you can learn and cut up. I'm going to show you how to do it. I can help you navigate that. But a lot of us put on blinders, and oh, no, racism don't exist no more. It was a black president, even though
Right.
you voted against the black president both
Mm-hmm.
times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
Right.
vote for the better option because he was black, but it ain't no racism. Okay, but we need, like, this is what I told my children. No joke. My son was 14, my daughter was 10. I said, hey, if you had to rate racism, one being not at all, 10 being horrible, what would you say it is? They both said 3 and 4. I said, okay. I didn't say anything else. I said, if it ever change, come in and tell me what your new number is, and then we could talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter was, yeah, she was about 10 at the time. She looked at me like, yeah, whatever, because she had a white mentor. So she like, my
Mm-hmm.
daughter looked like, hey, Debbie, all right, what this dude talking about? You know, Debbie done taught me how to sew, be baking, whatever. And BJ, he hanging out with interracial kids. And I'm like, cool. BJ getting to high school, he was like 8. And so we talked. I say, BJ, this is what it is, man. People, I gave it to him. I gave it to him in the raw. Look, some people will be your friend because you're beneficial. Being a friend of a black person is beneficial. It gives you status in the world. It
Yes.
gives you a way to lie, and it
Mm-hmm.
relieves the guilt of your ancestors doing what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't always trust everybody. You don't have to be wrong. You don't have to mistreat anybody, but don't trust everybody as your friend.
Right.
I didn't have to have that conversation with my daughter because 2 weeks after her freshman year of high school, she came in and she was pissed. I said, "What's up with you?" It was me on the couch. Her mom was on the couch. We watching TV. She walked in the house, slammed her bag down. We had a bathroom upstairs and down. She went into the bathroom downstairs, came back, got her bag. She said, "Dad, 11," and went upstairs. I was like,
11.
enough. She said, 11.
Damn.
I was like, what was that about? I said, I'll tell you about it. And we never talked about it ever again. The next time I had the conversation, I was taking her to school her junior year in college. And we would listen to the radio and they was like racial this and racial that, racial this at her school. No, it was in the summer. And they were like racial this, racial this, racial that, Illinois State University, racial, racial, racial. And I said, I'm driving. I say, do you experience any racism at your school? She said, Dad, I go to a white school. That's I'm saying, oops, my bad.
My bad.
So I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. You know, like, hey, I mean, and she said it so matter of factly. I was like, yeah,
Duh.
but we are not honest with our children. We don't do drugs. Why? You can tell people. Like I remember, it ain't the most proud. You know, I ain't even ashamed of this. It ain't no shame what I was about to say. I remember telling my children, I said, hey man, if you ain't got no place to go, don't just stand outside. I said,
Mhm.
because I can take you. I say, anytime you want, you can challenge me. I could take you to where somebody is. I say, just we can go through my phone. You pick 3 people. If you pick the right 3 people, they still kicking it. If they the kicking it tight, I'll say, yeah, they the kicking it tight. And I can take you to them. My son didn't believe me.
Mhm.
Pick somebody. I drove right to him. Oh
Mhm.
man, I ain't seen you about 6 years. I said, what up, dog? And left. I say, see, that's why you don't be outside. Because when you're
Mhm.
outside not doing nothing, you end up outside not doing nothing
Doing nothing for the rest of your life. Be
for the
productive.
rest of your life. So you have to be honest. I say, and I told him, I stand right next to him. So don't think I'm better than him. The reason I knew he was
Mhm.
gonna be there because my spot's still open. So, but we but we not doing that, you know.
Right.
And I was like, my kids have passports. I think maybe as parents, even if your child don't know what it's for, get them a passport. At like 14, they're gonna
Mhm.
have it till they 24. Get them a pass. Instead of buying some True Religion jeans, buy them a
Mhm.
passport. What's this for? You can go to Africa with this. You can go to
Mhm.
Bahamas. Can't go to the Bahamas
Mhm.
without this.
Right.
And now maybe that'll say, I don't want to go to Vegas. I don't want to go to Miami. I want to go to Bahamas. I want to, hey, watch this, Mo. Mo, I am a well-traveled person. I'm gonna blow your mind. Congratulations to my man Mo. He just got married last month in September.
Okay.
Do you know
Congratulations.
before I met you, Mo, before me and you started kicking it, I never heard of Carousel.
Really?
You said that shit. I was like, where the hell is that? And I
He
said, oh
made
yeah,
that
it's in
up.
Jamaica.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you,
And
bro.
I
Listen,
didn't know.
before I went, I never heard of it.
See?
I never heard of it, bro. I ain't been to but two, maybe 3 places in my life, and never heard of 2 of them before I planned on going. So, you know what I'm saying?
But getting a passport, we are exposing our children. Do y'all watch this? Maybe I am, maybe I won't. Blow y'all minds. Do y'all know, according to the Department of Education, between white kids and black kids, this don't even sound real. There is a 3 million word gap.
Really?
Is
The
it?
average white out. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know what
Uh oh.
3 million
Really? Is it?
word.
Come on back. You froze up on me. All right.
Brown dictionary, and I thought it was a
Mhm.
comic book, so I read it.
Mhm.
But it's just like like it's just so many words that I hear and I go, oh, I ain't heard that in a long time, and I like it's some people that don't know. Like, okay, which one of y'all know what inculcate mean?
Wait, say that one more time.
Inculcate.
Use it in the sentence.
If I use it in a sentence, you'll know.
Nah, I
Oh
don't know
no,
what it
no,
is.
seriously, you'll know what it means. But watch
He
this.
did.
Watch this.
He was a
What's the
spelling bee
root
It,
champ.
word?
I had I look. Hey, you must not try to inculcate yourself into a system that does not respect you. Basically,
Oh,
blend
okay.
in.
Right.
Okay. We got to
But
use
you
that in
see
a
what I'm
sentence
saying?
3 times.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
that's what I be telling people. Like I'm like a gigantic nerd. People don't know it because they hear all the jokes.
Mhm.
You know how many people listen to my program and they go, I ain't know, hey man, like my man Ken, Big Ken, man. Ken was like, B man, no disrespect. But I didn't know you was that smart. I was
Damn.
My bad. My
my
bad.
bad.
I need to know how
But
you
My bad.
responded to that. How did you respond to that?
I
Me
just
either.
laugh. I just laugh because I know Ken. And I know
Yeah.
Ken ain't disrespectful. He's like, man, I ain't know you was that smart, man. I thought you
You
was
should have
just
told
trying.
him. You should have said, "Me neither." Who knew?
Right, right,
Me
right,
neither.
right.
That's all
Me
right.
neither.
I'd have killed him. But Big Ken was like, man, I didn't know you was that smart, man. I was like, yeah, kind of smart, man. But I didn't take it as disrespect, but because all we talked about was jokes and sports.
Yeah.
But you got too many people. But to answer the question, that's how you fix it. Like Tree said, stop pouring into our kids. Start making smart cool again. Like I hear a lot of people go, man, they used to tease the cool kid. Well, at William E. Gladstone Elementary, we wasn't teasing no cool kids. It was this cat. He was special needs, but he was a genius. His name was Lieutenant Maxwell. Man, the man went from 8th grade to taking college courses, and he was special needs. So cats was like, man, we used to use the R word back then.
Yeah.
It's like, he the R, but man, I need to be a little. I
But
need
I'm
to be a
curious.
little.
So special needs how? Like, what, he on the spectrum or something? I mean, like, what you mean? Like physically disabled or?
No, no, no. If you ever saw him, you'll be like, yeah.
I get it. I
I
get
hate
it.
to
I
be
get
an
it. I was just
asshole,
because
but he wasn't
that's a
like
jump right there, though.
he wasn't like that. He was he
Nah, I ain't
wasn't.
try. I ain't making light of nothing. I mean, that's a serious quote because,
I'm saying,
dude,
but he wasn't
I'm in
drooling.
South Carolina, bro. So
Right,
when
right.
we
He wasn't
see,
drooling. But when you saw Lieutenant Maxwell, you were like, mm-hmm. But then every
what you
time they
call him,
handed out, that's his real name, Lieutenant Maxwell.
Lieutenant.
That was his
Okay,
legal name, like Lieutenant. And when you saw him, you was like, yeah, like you saw him walk through the school, you'd be like, and then when award time comes,
he
joker with the
racking
most
up,
A's, joke, smartest joke in the school.
cleaning up. Yeah. See,
He was. Hey, they had this thing called the Academic Olympics. My man was winning gold.
See,
Man, maybe I need
that's
to,
dope.
you know.
That's dope though.
So we wasn't teasing smart kids at my elementary school. It was actually I got shunned for being smart and not maximizing. Because I remember this one cat told me, he was like, "You should have been acting like you smart." Wait a minute, I was acting dumb. I was like, slow down, cuz. I was like,
He just coming
no.
for your neck. He coming
Yeah,
at you.
I'm
That's
like, slow
crazy.
down, dude. You should have been acting. Like, hey, I
I
was
don't think
acting
we
dumb.
ever did that. I don't remember seeing that either, man. I mean, like, and you
Smart
hear
kid.
it all the time. Like they tease the smart kids. They would make fun of,
right? I don't remember.
the bookworms, but I don't remember that. I
I don't
mean, if
remember nobody
anything,
being
you
bullied
had
in
a lot
middle
of hate
school.
going on. It's like,
Right.
yeah, don't mess around and flunk 2 years back to back.
Yeah.
Now them the
That was
ones
the
that's getting
kid.
clowned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finna say I don't remember nobody getting bullied in my school. Like I don't know, grammar school or high school for being smart, dumb, or none of that. Like I don't remember somebody just being singled out. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think so bad. I
Yeah.
don't remember bullying nobody. I know in high school I was smart and I used to act slow, not slow, but like cut up in class. And then
Mm-hmm.
they be like, "How she get an A? How she doing straight A's? Don't worry about me."
Yeah. See, I
Right,
didn't. I
right.
wasn't that. I wasn't him. I wasn't him. I listen. I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna get into that.
Nah, but see,
Don't worry
hey,
about me.
I even had people
I
like,
used to hate on them nerds.
I used to have people take my books to class. So people was like, how do she get to such? Somebody else would take my books to class and it'd be at my desk already before I got there. I come in there, act a fool, like ask 12,000 questions. It was like, girl, just stop talking. We want to
Mm-hmm.
sleep or something. Boy, listen. I said, because if you ask the teacher millions of questions, she gonna tell you what's on the test. All you gotta do is keep asking.
Yeah.
Y'all just don't realize that. They gonna tell you. But I used to ace. I was in top 10 of my class, boy. They was like, how? I went to school. I was class clown, talking shit, all that through high school. By the time we got to graduate, I got to graduate in all white. They was like, you on the National Honor Society? I was sneaking going to
Mm,
the classes. The
that's
National Honor. They
dope.
was like,
See, I used to hate
I
on
was like,
you.
yeah.
I
I
used to
used
hate
to
on you.
sneak and
And
go.
see, yeah, because now, back in the day, you knew who was smart in school
Mm-hmm,
based on the books that they had, right?
mm-hmm,
Based on them textbooks. They
mm-hmm,
don't do them textbooks now. Back in the
mm-hmm.
day, you had that 70-pound backpack. You see the kids with them big thick calculus books, and then you got the basic math books in my
Uh-huh.
book bag. But that's how we knew. And I think he gonna clown me now.
No, you say
Hey,
yeah, the thick calculus
my
books and the
book ain't
basic
have but
math
30
books and my
pages in
book
it.
bag.
Right. She had pictures. He gonna say
Yeah.
they had illustrations.
Yeah, book bag full of
No.
coloring books. It was rough out there, man. But I mean, listen, it's coming through school, man. It was never we not clowning. If you smart, you smart. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
know,
you
smart.
know.
you
You know
smart, you
what? Something
smart,
else.
and we got to
Something
salute that.
something else we need to start reaching out to, and they have him. I know it started in Philadelphia, and they have him here in Chicago. And I guarantee you, 90%, 99% of the people that I know don't know these things exist. They call freedom schools, and they
Mm,
teach your kids in a different way. They teach kids about themselves, and they empower you academically. My mama used to
mhm,
send me to a freedom school because I
mhm,
told her I was acting stupid. So she like, it's crazy, you know. And then I went to the freedom school and get to killing. My mama realized I was pretending to be stupid when she threatened when I got into sports heavily. So she was
mhm,
like, "You will get all B's. You ain't playing a damn game." Because this is what happened. My homeboy Taryn Alexander, he was struggling in math. Miss Adams told me help him with his math because she knew if I helped, I would do the right thing if I if she just let me talk. So she let me
mhm.
talk. So I'm on the
Yeah.
phone with Taryn and I'm helping him with his math and I'm getting a C in math. What the hell you helping
Never
somebody?
hear. Right. Thank you.
Like Miss Adams
The
told me to
math
help
ain't
him.
mathing.
Yeah, just sit right.
At
And
all.
then after that, she say, "Bring another C up in here. I'm gonna kick your ass." I'm just like, now I got to
That's
act
me.
like I got some sense.
That's me right there. I do my kids
Wow.
like that.
All
They
right,
know
man.
better. But anyway, I think
Oh,
we did everything.
listen,
This look
bro.
like we did.
You said what?
Man, this little
I think we
podcast, all right. Y'all little podcast, all right, man.
That what they gonna
Yeah, you
say.
see me. I think we did our thing. I think we did
That's
this.
all right. I had fun, man. I had fun.
Okay.
Hmm.
I had
You know
fun.
what,
But
Mo? You should come on our little podcast Saturday, man.
what time y'all cranking up Saturday?
4 o'clock your time. We need. You know what? We need to just
You know
have
what?
one
That's what's up.
little podcast. You know what? Let's just make our podcast our little podcast,
Our little podcast. I like it.
and
We
then we
gotta
just do
figure out a
one
day.
week. We ain't got to do two a week. We don't want. We don't want to get people all used to
I'm
it.
locked
We
in.
don't want to spoil them. We just. That's what the B Trade Mode podcast. The Mo Betrayed.
I done
The
took.
Mo
I done
Betrayed.
took. I done took Trey
No
out the
more.
frame
No,
by
no Mo
mistake.
Betrayed. It's just our little podcast.
There you
Our
go.
little
There it is.
podcast. It got a ring to it, don't it?
Right, right, right.
That's what's up, man. Rap. Talk to us about Monday, man. I know you got something coming up, man.
I got a show. I got a show coming on tomorrow. I forget what it's called. Let me pull it
Yeah,
up
you got
real
shows
fast.
every day.
Yeah, yeah,
I
pretty much,
like it.
man.
Right.
I'm trying to take over the world like Ali in '63. Okay, tomorrow's show, because I've got to the point where I don't do live shows. I do live interviews, but I don't do live shows that much anymore. Like our show, and that's what I do live. But the other shows I do pre-record. The other one's called Million Dollar Mind State, Millionaire Mindset, and it's about we need to what we were talking about at the end of the show. Reprogram ourselves. Stop over-indexing into all these other entities, making them rich. Like, for example, not to put Tree out there, her son just graduated a few years ago. How much did you spend on his suit for prom?
You don't want to know.
No, no.
I
Well,
ball
okay.
on a I ball on a budget.
Oh yeah, that's
Couple
right.
hundred
You the
dollars.
wrong person.
You don't
Well,
want
okay. You know how much money did other people? What's a number that other people spent on their child's prom outfit?
My friend paid $1,000 just for the vest or whatever. What's this is the blazer? $1,000 just for the blazer. I didn't
So you
spend
talk
that much
about
money total
exactly.
just for
I forgot who I was talking to.
right. I
Okay,
ball on a budget.
right. So the outfit probably cost $2,500.
Yes.
Okay,
Damn.
$2,500 will buy somebody who who work in the office clothes all year. Just think
Mm-hmm.
about this. We go out here and buy $1,500 red bottoms. We
Mm-hmm.
buy a pair of pants, True Religion jeans that's called $500 to $700. We
Mm-hmm.
got $400-$500 shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and that same money just for that one outfit, you can take to a tailor or a seamstress, and they can make you 10 shirts, 5 skirts or dresses, 5 pair of pants, and then you can buy with $1,500. You can buy shoes to match all those outfits, and you
Mm-hmm.
you dress for the whole fall winter.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Mo is our seamstress or tailor. He our tailor. Mo make our outfits, our winter wardrobes, both our winter wardrobes, and now Mo has made $1,500 from both of us, to the point where Mo had to hire his daughter and his 3 sons. His 2 daughters and
Mm-hmm.
his 3 sons to help him. And then his wife got to be the booker. We've
Mm-hmm.
created an industry for Mo. That's $1 million mindset. We
Mm-hmm.
don't we you
Mm-hmm.
know, like with your stuff. You got soap out here. You got skin products. You got soap, skin, beard,
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff. We spending thousands of dollars at Walgreens and CVS when we could just be ordering from you, to the point where your daughter, your son, his girlfriend, and everybody else got to
Mm-hmm.
help you.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another way we can do it. All both of y'all come on a few minutes with H Rap, promote y'all stuff. Now we got people from South Carolina, your family from Tennessee. I'm here. We both in Illinois. We got people. I got family all over the country, and they shopping with us.
Yes.
Next thing you know, just imagine if Mo got to the point, that's the tailor, to the point where he spent a week in Mississippi and 10 people. He hooked them up. He spent a week in
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee and hooked them up. He's flying around making clothes for people. He making two, three, four, $500,000 a year doing it. Hey, and if
Mo
anybody
the
doubt,
Yes.
oh man,
Taylor.
that's a pipe dream. Guess what?
Yes.
We know you remember Otis Wilson used to play for the Bears, right, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
His wife is a world famous seamstress, Barbara Bates. Well, they divorced
Really?
now, but
Okay.
she from Chicago. She making clothes for all the celebrities, all the stuff you used to see R. Kelly in the videos and all that. That's
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Barbara
sir.
Bates. We can do it. Like we have to stop kicking the can down the road. What I mean by that is my sister. They had a grocery store about to close down. The largest black owned grocery store in America was struggling. This
Mm-hmm.
millionaire found out about it, videoed about it. I'm gonna spend $500 today. I challenge 1,000 people to come spend 100. Sixteen
Mm-hmm.
hundred people were there about the middle of the day.
Yes. I
16.
was on my
What did I
way
just
too.
say? Exactly. So just imagine if 2,500 people went there that day. So they
Mm-hmm.
straight now. My
Mm-hmm.
sister gonna lie. Well, if the people at the church, her father runs a mega church. If the people at the church
Yeah.
just supported, they would be all right. No, you live 3 miles away. Why don't you drive your ass down the street?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
We
Cause
have we instead of passing the buck.
we gotta
Why don't
right. We gotta stick to. We gotta support our own, and we can't be like, well, I did. No, no, no. We all did. Don't be like, well, she went over there. No, you should. Like, why would you want to? We got to get back to that. That's because y'all wanted to be segregated. I mean, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
y'all didn't want to be segregated. We should have stayed segregated. That's what we should have
that's
did. Stick to your own people. Support your own people. Y'all wanted to be accepted.
I'm telling you, what we do. Didn't we
Mm,
just talk about that?
y'all
I'm
wanted to
telling
be
you.
accepted.
I don't want to be accepted. I don't want to be. Don't accept
I
me.
think
Mm-mm.
that's what y'all wanted it to
Nah.
be. I think y'all wanted to be that. I think we should stick to our own
Oh,
people, support our own people. That's why when I
You
get on
don't got to
something,
be in your
I make
club.
sure. Right. I make sure that if I can't support, I make sure that I refer, I tag, I share, I comment, whatever it is. Hey, you make clothes? No worries. But next time somebody asks me, da da da, I'm gonna make sure I put your name on it. It's up to you what y'all do once y'all get that way. I do that like whatever it is, I do. But then you got these people that'll be like, well, I don't know. I'm just going, no, 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 no. You should just like you support them designers. You ain't ask them no backstory, no questions. You didn't ask them what stitching they use, what thread they use. Now you need to know everything. Have you ever used them? Do you know them? You come on, have that blind faith for
damn
your
fine.
people, for your fellow man. Have that blind faith for us.
That's it.
You
Exactly.
can't just
Like,
assume.
like today, y'all know. the man stole the money from me today. My account was shut down until I get my card tomorrow. I did have $10 on my Apple Pay. This lady Coco, she was on video today. She be in the Big Josh skits. Ellie Viz, she be in all. Her name is Coco, real dark skinned girl with a big booty. She a really pretty lady. So she in her car because she got evicted because she was locked in. She didn't have a lease, but she was paying, let's just say, $1,100. The rent in the neighborhood is up to 15, to like 2,500 now. The dude kicked out and lied to the sheriff. Had the sheriff come kick her out. She in her car with a special needs child. She was like, "Look, I done helped out people throughout the time. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third." She told her story. I took that same my last $10 in the world into the mom, and I Apple paid it to her. I sent it to her. If she lying, hey, look. If she lying, guess what? God
I
gonna catch
did
up.
what I did it with a pure heart. No matter what
I
she
did.
did with the
I did.
money in return, I did it with a
Yeah.
pure heart. That's all that
Yeah.
Right.
matters.
I
Right.
don't know that
She could
lady.
go get
I'll
drunk
never.
or high with it.
Right. I never meet Coco in my life. I like the videos she'd been in. She funny. You know. Hey, I don't know her. She said, and look, she is in a car, living in a car with a special needs child that is her godchild because our best friend died. And when I sent the little $10, it said they didn't say her goal, but she was at 5,000. That video has
Good
been up
shot.
for a couple of days. That's horrible
Good shot.
because hundreds, thousands of people be watching those
People be
videos.
watching her, and
Everybody
if
would
you
have
they
just
said
sent
a
her
dollar a
$2.
day.
Exactly. Everybody
She.
would have sent her $2. She'll be straight. So we got to have a millionaire mindset and not
Right.
think I can't hit like on most shit because he'll be hitting like on mine. Well, you know what? I'm
On
gonna hit
mine.
like on mine on Mo's. Hopefully somebody hit like on mine. And shout out to the people who broke me out of YouTube jail. Appreciate y'all because I
I've
was
been
in I
locked
was
That's
up.
how that's
They
how a lot
got
of
you,
people
bro.
do me. They be like, you don't you be sharing, you be commenting on people's stuff, they don't never buy nothing from you. I said that ain't my goal. Like I would love them to, but I'm doing it because I know I would want someone to do it for me. So even if they ain't doing it, maybe somebody that see me do it, maybe they return the favor. But I'm not gonna be like, well, she ain't hit like on mine, so I ain't gonna do it. Maybe it's on my page. I know what you're trying to do. I know your goal. So I'm trying to figure out, let me go and share it, let me like it. Because there's a lot of people, they don't buy nothing from you and you just be supporting it. Yes, I'm at least, I'm going to buy something. I'm going to do something. I did my part. I know I did it with a pure heart. I know that I
Right.
portrayed you. But I don't know. These people are weird. We going
yeah
to
they
get
are.
back, though. We going to get it back.
There it
We going to get it
is.
back. Our little podcast going to get it back. I'm finna be famous. I'm finna be on somebody's stage. I'm finna be acting a fool in
Nah.
my freshly tailor-made suits. I'm finna
I'm telling you. So yeah, but that's it, man. That's what we need to do. Tap in money. Subscribe to this. If you're watching, subscribe. That's how you do. If you're watching this currently, subscribe to this channel. The Intervention PHAENDOFDABENCA Media. Subscribe to it and help us help you help us.
That's
With
it.
that being said, having to
I
go because the
enjoyed it. We
man
got
said
to do it
we got to
again.
go.
We got to do it again soon.
Yes.
For sure. Sign us off,
Yeah.
man.
We're
You just
dope.
did it.
Y'all not. Keep supporting us, and if y'all don't, y'all hate us.
All
Facts.
right.
Facts.